What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to do Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy at 1440p, but this time we're going to be doing ray tracing, FSR, and a combination of the two. So, without any further ado, let's get into some settings.
So we'll start off this endeavor just at 1440p with some ray tracing. So, just showing you here, just don't need this screen no more. Now we're starting off our ray tracing with just ray traced reflections and just on high and nothing else to start with. So let's just show you the rest of the settings. None of the other settings are changing besides these two. And I'm not changing that bottom one, transparent reflections, until the last part of this ray tracing part. Now let's have a quick look at the benchmark for ray trace reflections on high here. So there's all the other display settings, and for some reason high just says it's on. Kind of messed up, but whatever. Here's our frames rendered. We averaged 62, got a min of 15, averaged 85, and we used 7.295 gigs of RAM. So now we got our ray tracing reflections on high, and everything else is just on ultra. Haha! That was a pretty good little combo. And it is storming here, so you guys might hear some thunder. But I wait not for storms to make my videos. Oh yeah, kicked him in the back of his head.
Send it their way, Drax.
Alright though, I think that's good enough.
Alright, starting game off with everything maxed out and ray tracing on high.
Let's keep it down.
Ah, there goes that dude. Alright.
Got another scut ton of goons coming our way. Throw that, Drax! Making sure working these talking screens. These deluded souls do not know when to quit. Can't believe she just ran off. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, hello. Ah, missed off a little bit there.
Where is the assassin? He'll catch up. What the? Coach is using his team members. Guys, let's fire some time. That woman is nuts.
Let's get him in place there.
These creeps are gonna make us late.
And now let's move on.
Now we've got ray trace reflections on very high, even though it just says high. Don't pay any attention, I don't know why it's like that. And then there's our system info. Here's our frame rendered right there, and this time we averaged 49, got a min of 23, and maxed at 70, and used 7.4 gigs of RAM. Now we're on very high ray traced reflections. So let's get a little bit of gameplay. Obviously our frame rate has suffered quite a bit.
Gamora!
Trust me, Peter!
Uh-oh. We got another scut ton of goons coming our way.
But let us just power on through here. I'm gonna try my best to aim. I'm not that great at aiming, like, period, in this game, but especially not when I'm not getting my 60 FPS plus. Oh, that'd be a great time for a bomb. There we go.
We gotta get through these. Can't believe she just ran off. She knows what she's doing. Hey, ho. He's boosting everyone but us.
Ow. Don't you hit me with your beam of light.
Die! Let's fire some time. Get on flat base! He's mending his friends! Well, that's not
Alright,
fair.
let us move on.
Alright, now we got ray trace reflections on very high. Whoa, buddy.
Well, unleash me onto these fools!
Well, there you go.
Prepare yourself, buddy! We must eliminate them in this new conduit! Where is the assassin? He'll catch up! Oh. The sorcerer heals his ill!
Yes, he does. And I don't like it. Screw you and your damn shield, too. No more shield.
The hovering shaman is blessing his flock!
Here we go. And that takes care of that. And now we saved so we don't have to constantly do that over and over and over again. So that's good.
There should have been more hallways and access ports.
And since it just saved and we're up to about a minute, why don't we just move on to the next ray tracing setting?
Now where our benchmark for ultra ray trace reflections is all done, as you can see here. It actually says it's on ultra this time, so wow, it actually got it right. There's our system info there. We averaged 35, and we got a minimum of 19, and a max of 52, and we use 7.4 gigs of RAM again. So here's some gameplay with reflections on ultra, ray trace reflections ultra, I should say. And since I'm getting such terrible FPS, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm supposed to go, but I'm just going to run around here and look at all this different stuff real quick before I jump across the way down there. Because I really don't want to get into another fight while I'm getting 30 FPS, to be perfectly honest with you guys.
Wait, I think I know where we are.
Whatever, let's just go.
Yeah, real
Hopefully there won't be a giant fight.
Man, but soon we're gonna be
But we have to press on. We can't just make the whole video me running around in that fucking place, so let us be off.
Yeah, what happens if Gamora don't catch up?
Exactly.
Once they realize we're on the Milano, they'll throw everything they got at.
That behind again.
Hovat? You mean Gamora?
Yes.
Flark!
Ah, that thing again?
Still dogging us!
I hate that stupid thing. That's looking back, more getting across the scoop.
I hate everything in this ship!
Yeah, I'm with you, Rocket. Everything in this ship pretty much sucks.
Lift your feet, Peter Quill.
Jump! What? Jump!
I'm trying to jump, damn it. There we go. Hey, and Huddle is ready. And it's time to move on.
And now we got ultra ray trace reflections. Not getting very good FPS now, but still trying to battle. Might die, but it's whatever.
Let's take the elevator!
They do not. Nope, you don't get to kick me, buddy. I missed him, though. Yeah, that's a good idea, Groot. Dang it, I got myself into a corner. Yep. Oh well. We can just move on to the next ray tracing setting then.
Benchmark just got done for ray trace reflections on Ultra with ray trace transparency reflections, which, perfectly honest, I wouldn't turn that shit on because it just seems to kill your frames for very little visual gain. But here's our frames render. We averaged 34 this time, min of 13, a max of 51, and we use 7.6 gigs of RAM this time. On we move. So now some screen record gameplay with ray trace reflections on Ultra with transparent ray trace reflections on. And I wanted to avoid fighting at these FPS levels, but screw it. I figured a battle is the best way to show you the worst possible case scenario for FPS, so might as well just deal with it. If I die, oh well. It's not like I'm trying to set any world records of being the world's best video gamer on this channel. It's just so you show you guys how the games run, really, and have some fun along the way. Not so fun when you can't move, is it? Well, that problem is taken care of itself.
Well, stop, wait.
Peter Quill, I have
rescued you!
Ow! Those damn snipers are just messing me up. It's hard to focus on all these little minions with those snipers still sniping at me.
Why are we not moving?
So much stuff. But alright, let's move on.
Alright. Now we've got all the ray tracing settings on, including the ray trace sub whatever. There's some weird stupid thing, but there's just a, what is it? Subspace reflections or something like that? Transparent ray trace reflections, that's what it is. And it just has an on setting. Sorry about that. These settings get freaking confusing when you start making these videos that have so many different variables. And you know, I've never even used that one before. Ooh, that's a nice one. I like that. Man, there's so much going on. Fuck, I messed that up. Damn, messed up again. Oh well. Time to move on anyway.
Now we're going to do ray tracing and FSR, and we're going to start off on FSR Ultra Quality. So, boom, there it is. We're not going to bother showing the screen anymore after that, because all we're going to be changing is the FSR setting at this point. So let's go look at the setting. Now a quick look at the other settings. Ray Trace Reflections are on, and Ray Trace Transparent Reflections are on. And we're doing FSR Ultra Quality. So there we go, we have gotten to the end, and now it's time for a benchmark. Benchmark's all finished now. Our FSR was Ultra Quality this time, with Ray Traced Reflections on Ultra and Ray Traced Transparent Reflections on. We got 49 FPS, 25 min, and 71 max. And now let's move on. So here we go with some FSR Ultra Quality with all the ray tracing maxed out as well. Just as a worst case scenario. Oh nice, that's gonna be good. That was a great combo. Oh yeah. Mess them up real good. Oh shit, we just got this guy. We'll run through him. Knock them all up in the air. Fall. And now we can spike you. And blow them up. And there was that frickin' sniper or whatever. I hate those things. Ow! He hit me after all. Bastard. Oh, alright, well that's good. And it's also time for us to move on.
Now we're doing some FSR with ray tracing maxed out. Oh, hello. Do not like that thing at all. Oh no. Well, we can do that. Here we go. We took off one of his arms already.
telling you, she just ain't a team player.
That's the guy who just rejoined the team after ditching us.
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain.
Man, now I gotta deal with these freaking people too. No, no melee. No melee. Oh, I effed that one up. Alright. Alrighty, moving on.
Now on to the ultra quality FSR benchmark here, with ray trace reflections on ultra and ray trace transparent reflections on. There's our system info right there. Here's our frames rendered. We got 57 this time, average, 23 min, and 83 max. 7.6 gigs. Now for FSR quality, with all the ray tracing on.
Quill, I swear to Scott, if you let them shoot me in the ass.
I'm trying not to let them shoot you in the ass, but they're everywhere, man. I'm doing my very best, I promise. Ow, see, he's kicking my ass.
Watch your butts! Perish!
That's what you get. Now you get lasered in the face.
Why do I feel no honor in this?
Because this fight isn't very honoring. There you go. Finish him off while he's still on the floor. Ah, one of them damn priest things. I don't like those.
Foul magic! The sorcerer's healing the
Yes, I
others.
know.
Put a target on him! I will end you!
Man.
Come on!
Damn it, they all got frozen? That sucks.
Quantum lock, triple fault, Scott, where?
Stressing me out, man!
Yeah, I'm getting pretty stressed here, but it's also time to move on, so.
Alright, quality FSR with ray tracing now. Camera recorded. Hello. Oh, he hit me anyway, you motherfucker. Well, now you're dead, so eat that. Whoa, where'd you come from? Well, now you dead. Damn it. I'm so bad at dodging those. I would love to, but I'm dodging that and these little bastards all at the same time, all will get it having to look at how much time I'm wasting. Alright, there we go. Here we go, good. Screw you, man. Alright, and it's time to move on.
Now for FSR on balanced, with ray tracing all on ultra. Here's our info. We got frames rendered right there. We got 65 average, 30 minimum, and 94 max, and we use 7.6 gigs of RAM again. So let's move on. Now for some balanced FSR
You all
ray
right there,
traced
Drax?
settings.
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. by
That they
Thanos.
were.
I think I'm... do not wish
Yeah,
to discuss
understandable.
it.
He'll talk about it when he's ready. Ah, we got Cube Boy's arm. That's cool.
I saw.
Chew, move over.
Come on, Stripey Llama, stop eating my shit.
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, flock off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Ha.
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something
True.
a ship owner
But let's
should
move
know.
on, shall we?
Alright. Now for some balanced FSR with ray tracing.
Hey, Rocket, you got a minute?
Yeah, I heard you.
Alright. That sounds fun.
One fine tech upgrade. Ain't gonna get craftsmanship like that anywhere else.
Hell no.
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? We got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the laboratory. In a few ticks.
In a few ticks. Yes, it was. Everybody does weird shit with your toothbrush, man. But it is now time for us to move on.
And now we got our FSR Performance Benchmark all done with ray tracing on Ultra and all that good stuff. Here's our system info right there. Frame rendered right there, and we averaged 75 this time with a minimum of 35 and a max of 107, same 7 gigs of RAM. So let's move on. And now for some FSR Performance with ray tracing all on Ultra and all that good stuff. So,
Past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
yeah, probably not.
Okay, fair, maybe not.
We're not
but
always
still,
exactly
how you
legit
kill
in all of our
Thanos ends
actions
up in
now,
the most
are we?
infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the
Ha.
kiln?
I want to hear about the Mad Titan first.
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is
Ha.
joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really, after Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No, Mentor is
Oh,
his name.
well, that's confusing.
And his brother Cronus.
But
Sorcerers.
let us move along.
Now we've got some ray tracing with FSR on Performance.
Wow, that's
Definitely can tell quite a big drop in visual quality on Performance. Same with Balance, but quality and Ultra quality are pretty good.
pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle raged for days, each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Uranus. Many rotations had passed, and was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there.
Right?
I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
What was it like in the kiln?
He
Alright,
would not have survived.
now it's time to move on to just FSR without any ray tracing and see how that does at 1440p.
Now we're just going to do FSR with no ray tracing just to see how it does. With everything else in the game maxed out. So here you go, there's the ultra quality right there. And with that, let's move on and look at the rest of the settings. Here's the graphics settings we're going to be running with our FSR this time around. We're not doing any ray tracing this time. We are just going to have the game maxed out otherwise and see how our frame rates do. And there we go. It's time for a benchmark. Benchmark's all finished for our FSR on ultra quality here. No ray tracing this time. Yep, there we go, ultra quality. There's our system info. We averaged 109, got a minimum of 57, and a max of 140. And with that, we can get into the gameplay. So now, for some FSR Ultra Quality screen record gameplay here. And we got our little llama buddy here. We got Gamora down here training. Alright, well then we'll just sing. Yes! They call your name. Sing it! Oh, come on. Alright, let's move on.
Alright, starting off our camera recorded gameplay portion of this. FSR on ultra quality, and no ray tracing, but everything else maxed out.
What did you see?
And at least on our ship, we are getting immense FPS.
It wasn't Thanos.
No, nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
Fine, fine. Alright, what's this?
So swirly. Is that even a plant? I wonder where Groot picked up that one. I bet Corral would have found whatever we tried to hide anyways. I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in nowhere?
Probably. Groot does do things like that. And with that, we can move on.
Now for FSR Quality Benchmark. As you can see right here, it's on quality. At least that's working. Alright. Here's our frames rendered right there. We average 107. Got a minimum of 44 and a max of 139. So, now let's get into that gameplay. Now for some just FSR quality gameplay here. Just a tick, huh? No. I'm far as enough away as I can go. Alright, who else can we talk to? Well, I'm as far enough away as I can without being in space, so you're gonna have to deal with it. I think I glitched her out. Let's dig deeper. We sure did. At least he's got a sense of humor. He's like, yeah, you can't understand me. It's all good. Yes, you are. Well, alright. Let us move along.
Alright, now for some camera quality FSR gameplay here with no ray tracing or any of that.
The little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Нет, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Vanguard and ask Group Mind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must reach.
Okay, well I guess we're not going back to visit him then.
Cosmo, are you there?
He is not. Uh-oh.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Good.
Yep, oh good. Alright though, why don't we move on?
Now we've got the Balanced Benchmark for FSR all finished up right here. And right there, as you can see, it's actually saying the right thing for FSR, unlike the ray traced stuff. But there's that. Our frames rendered. We average 109, minimum 43, and max 139. So let us move on. Now we've got some FSR balanced. That's great.
Legion? More like loser legion.
He surrounded us.
Well, that's fine. I'm not the greatest pilot, but I wouldn't mind just destroying your entire fleet and you, if you prefer.
Did you think that she would ease
Yeah.
her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you were as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nah, you.
To be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Exactly. Very smooth. Probably.
We got this. Probably.
Alright, let's do this. Let's kick some ass. I don't really know how to fly this mofo very good, but we're gonna give it our best shot.
Hit them hard and give no quarter.
Oh, there goes one. I took one out instantly. Oh, okay, never mind. This is gonna take some getting used to. Everything's like reversed.
Jeez, how much money did she offer?
Alright, though. It's time for us to move on.
Okay, time for some balanced FSR here. Here we go, got him that time. This is not easy to fly.
They insulted my baby. Yes. Feel free to show off.
Shoot.
Where's Strax the Destroyer? My bounty's for 5. Ain't a bad question.
Yeah, this one's probably going to take me some time to get used to. Or I'm going to have to lower the sensitivity, because my main problem is I just can't aim at these things. No, I sure don't. Not right now, man.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
Receive your splinter remains.
Oh, come on.
Drop out and get a better angle.
Here we go.
Or feel free to point the guns right at him and charge. Please try to flee. I would love to hunt you down.
Feed your ego? No, thank you.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
How much money did she offer these guys?
Too much, because they ain't gonna survive this. These ships ain't dying fast enough.
No, they sure aren't.
It's the best miners in the galaxy.
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Not sure how much we get.
Alright, and let's move on.
Last up, we got some FSR Performance Benchmark. So, there's the performance, there's our system info, our frames rendered. And this time we average 110, got a minimum of 58, and a max of 140. So now let us go in the game. And here we go with some FSR Performance
Rocket.
gameplay here.
Call the station and ask
No
to
ray
speak to the
tracing or
world.
none of that.
Groot.
Alright, what do we got here?
Welcome.
Alright, let's go with that.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I know, bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpen's mistakes.
How may we assist you?
Let's see. Other. Officer Directory. Let's talk to Worldline.
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
Several officer choices.
The
Allocation of resources for direct communication.
communication with us has been denied.
What the hell?
We
I
apologize
need to
for
talk
the
to him.
inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Okay. What about anybody?
Groot wants you to pick
I already
all
did
mine.
that. Sorry, man.
Cadet Nikolai Gold's communication privileges
Are suspended while we investigate
her involvement in unsanctioned
Okay.
activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
Alright. Well, let's move on.
Last up, for camera recorded gameplay here, we've got ourselves some FSR Performance with everything maxed out.
No, of course not. You need to save the
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise.
Sweeping its systems, converting all we
Counter it.
in
Less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single star
all through it to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxis 9. Vital 3.
Wow.
75.222
2% of the Andromeda
galaxy, all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually, the world mind's clear consciousness.
Look, you know who's behind the Promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you
We
can
got
stop
the
it.
info.
Can we be more clear?
The universal church of truth.
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya, they're collective.
It was a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me names.
Look, we just escaped the church's mothership. We have a ton of things
And
we
now,
can use to bring them down.
I'd say it's time to wrap this up. Well, alright, that's it for FSR and ray tracing on Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think it did great. Did horrible when you just had ray tracing all by itself, but did great when you did FSR. Just as long as you don't turn on that stupid, what was it, subspace reflections or something like that. It was the RT setting that you just turn on. It had a really long ass name, transparent, that's what it was, transparent ray traced reflection. Don't even turn that off. That just tanks your FPS by like 15 for like no good reason, even if you do use FSR as you saw here. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out, guys.